My name is Jonathan Ross, and I'm the managing partner of Ross & Owens Ross Law, located here in Atlanta, Georgia. But we are practicing also Florida, and we practice criminal defense and family law, as well as intellectual property. Growing up, I always saw so much trouble with, my people running into with the police and things of that nature. So I definitely wanted to get into criminal defense to give everyone an adequate defense in their cases, as well as understanding that people's children and property are the most important things to them. So I wanted to give them adequate representation. Also, as far as our firm goes, my partner who handles intellectual property has always wanted to make sure people's rights, especially rights of people like myself, are protected. Originally coming out of law school, I was waiting for someone to give me a job. Kept waiting, and eventually I just got a vision that said, hey, start your own. And that transitioned into one firm, and then when I met my beautiful wife, who also had her own firm, we joined together to create Ross & Owens Ross Law. The most rewarding part of having your own firm is being able to help people without worrying about someone above you telling you what you can and can't do. I have the flexibility to also bring in something that most firms won't allow you to do, which is my faith. There's sometimes in situations that our backs are against the wall, and I'm able to invoke my faith into the situation. The most difficult part of owning your own firm has been having to play all the roles, especially having the business side. I got into law to help people, and one of my biggest joys is sometimes being able to help people on a pro bono basis for those people who can't afford legal representation otherwise. But this is a business, so I have to be able to focus on that side too. Prestige has helped me overcome the deficiencies in my business side of my firm. More importantly, on the accounting side, they have most definitely helped me keep my accounting in order, especially my trust accounting, which as an attorney is imperative. Working with Prestige and the investment I made into this has enabled me to make over 6 figures more than I made previously being engaged with them. The insightful advice, as well as the team that has been brought to me with this, I've been able to connect with people to get resources that have made me a better attorney, but more importantly, a better business person, which by doing such has helped me to grow my firm tremendously. Like I say, the accounting is unbelievable. I've been able to get my trust account, which as an attorney is one of the biggest ways to get in trouble. And by Prestige taking this worry off of my mind, I've been able to focus more on increasing revenue, which Prestige also accounting definitely did drive me to. They brought some stuff to my light. At one point prior to being engaged with them, I was traveling all over Georgia and Florida trying to make minuscule fees, realizing that I just needed to hone on my skills here where I am, and growing my business here. I've been able to, like I said before previously, to grow over 6 figures more than I was prior to having this relationship with Prestige. The first time I had the pleasure of meeting Jaden was actually at a Black Lawyers networking mixer, roughly about a year ago. And it was just a nice chill environment, but just even in the first time of meeting him, I could definitely tell that he had a knowledge about his subject matter, and that he was definitely someone I potentially wanted to work with down the road. At that time, I kind of was selling myself short and didn't believe that I was big enough to work with him. He's just based upon the knowledge it seemed like he exhibited. But about a year later, I took the leap, and I'm eternally grateful for the leap that I've taken, because it's definitely helped my business grow exponentially. Upon meeting Jaden, one of the first things that made me want to work with him was that his personality. I'm a big vibe person, so when I meet you, if I get a bad vibe from you, I just kind of will. I'm always going to engage with you, but I will be standoffish. But Jaden was very welcoming, but like I said, he was very knowledgeable too, even in passing, because it's one thing to talk to someone in their professional setting and you expect them to know a certain know something. But just even his knowledge he was exhibiting just in passing made me go, wow, okay, this is someone I definitely want to work with. Prestige has been different than other providers in a great significant way, because prior to Prestige, I was the provider. I did everything on my own. I tried to be the accountant, I tried to be the marketing person, I tried to do everything, and I was making a complete mess. Until I became part of the team, I knew nothing about reasonable compensation. My billing was all out of whack. I was trying to wing it, and it was just going terribly. Almost getting in trouble with the IRS because there's trying to make sure you're paying your taxes correctly. It was just a complete mess. And ironically, we always say as attorneys, the attorney that has himself for a client has a fool. The person who represents himself in court has a fool for a client. But nevertheless, I was trying to represent myself in all this business matters and was doing so horribly. So if you're out there and you're trying to do it on your own, please take my advice. Get help, get assistance, get Prestige to come in and help you with this matter, because you are walking around with a ticking time bomb and you can't do it on your own. There's a reason why we all have our specialties, and most definitely the professionals at Prestige are top notch. So go get that assistance. Take my advice, go get it.